Miguel went to South Korea to work at a farm 2 years ago, expecting to make at least 3 times what he earns in the Philippines. The job was being advertised under a temporary workers program between his hometown's government and a South Korean city, facilitated by an independent broker. It all sounded legitimate to Miguel until he arrived in South Korea.
Nung sumahod na kami doon,
When it was time to get our monthly pay, we were told by the broker that it would be easier if they sent the money to our families. But my family received only half the salary stated in my contract.
And when he was injured on the job, Miguel says medical costs were deducted from his bonus by the broker, even though his employer had told him they were covered by insurance. Miguel filed a complaint with the national government's Migrant Workers Department as soon as he returned to the Philippines. The agency has received more than 100 complaints under the Seasonal Farmers Program since 2022. It's now banned brokers and requires local authorities to coordinate directly with the national government before sending workers to South Korea. A bilateral agreement that aims to eliminate city-to-city agreements altogether is also planned.
We had around 60 labor complaints that had been addressed by the Korean authorities in terms of resolving the labor situation on the ground. Here in the Philippines, we filed cases of illegal recruitment against 58 individuals.
Despite efforts to put an end to the exploitation, labor rights organizations say there are still those that are falling through the cracks, with some local governments continuing to host sessions to orient people on temporary agricultural work in South Korea.
We actually report them to the DMW that why is this local government continuing to do orientation when there is a moratorium, and why is there a presence of a broker, like a South Korean broker, speaking to the community, promising them jobs.
to Korea.
Despite his experience, Miguel still wants to be able to work in South Korea under the same program he's described as abusive. And it's why he's asked us to conceal his identity. Because staying in the Philippines, he says, means continuing to raise his family in poverty. Barnaby, Al Jazeera, Manila.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.